Hey everyone, welcome back here, and this time we are going to be go over the My Anime list, like seasonal anime that are going to be coming up for the summer 2024 season, and some other ones that are also continuing on to this season. So let's go ahead and go down the line. So first, of course, we're going to have the Oshinoko second season, which looks like they might be. I can't really tell what's going on there. But Oshinoko was a very, very popular one. It had the song Idol that was very, very well watched with a lot of other people. Don't know what's going to be happening in this next season, but I am very excited for it. It is one of those that I'll probably be watching the day they came out. There's some seasons or episodes that like on other shows that I don't watch the same day. I'll just watch them whenever I can. This is one I'm going to be watching when they come out. Um, it's gonna be hopefully very well liked. The first season was very good. It's gonna be hard to top it, but they could. It's gonna be coming out July 3rd. I think that might be one of the earlier ones. But yeah, July 3rd, Oshinoko. I guess I could give a description of what it is just in case you don't know. But an idol, I died. Well, first, okay, let's go back. I had okay. So let's give a description of Oshinoko. So there's this guy that really likes an idol, and he goes to deliver her babies because the idol's having babies, and she ends up having twins. Well, whenever the idol is actually giving birth, the doctor's not there because he ended up getting killed. And the birth happened at the same time that he died. And he somehow ended up reincarnated as one of the children. And the world kind of goes on with him being the child of his idol, like that he loves. And then I ends up dying. And then it's just them going through life, I guess, like after their mom died. But yeah, that's the like premise of it. It's very good. The first episode was fantastic, and I'm interested to see how they're going to continue on with the story. But it's basically life about idols, like being an idol and stuff like that. Okay, so let's go on. This next one, I'm not too into. I tried to watch it. It's Tower of God. It was very well liked for the first season, I think. I think that's very safe to say. I was not super into it. I think the art style for it was what kind of killed it for me. I didn't enjoy it that much. But I know it's going to be popular. I know people are going to like it. Yeah, it's synopsis so well. It comes out July 7th. So I know there's going to be people that want to watch it, and I'm sure it's good. Next up, another one that I'm going to be watching is Alya. Sometimes hides her feelings in Russian. So, basically the premise of this is there's a girl, and she thinks the guy next to her is cute. But every time that she says something about him being cute or says something about him, she says it in Russian. And she doesn't know, but the guy she's talking about, he knows Russian. So I think it's gonna be just hilarious. It's a comedy. It's just gonna be her saying something like, "Oh, that's cute" or something like that, or "Oh, I think you're cute" or something like that. And then he doesn't want her to know that he knows Russian, so he just kind of just like plays it off. And yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty cute. But yeah, the girl is half Russian, half Japanese. Is it considered an idol for the school? She has long silver hair, mesmerizing blue eyes, and exceptionally fair skin. Captures the heart of countless male students and admired by all. Yeah, her benchmate. That's the one that she's going to talk about, like in Russian. But she spends her days oh, he's a relatively average boy that spends his days watching anime and playing gotcha games. Um, yeah. So unbeknownst to her, okay, so She only expresses her affection in Russian, and unbeknownst to her, her benchmate, the guy there, actually understands the language, yet simply pretends otherwise for his own amusement. I think it's gonna be hilarious. I think it's gonna be very funny. I think like since like Nagatoro and all those other ones are done now, like Uzaki and stuff like that, since they're like don't really have another season out, I think this is gonna be the next one I kind of move to. It comes out July 3rd. It sounds very funny. I think it's gonna be pretty good. But yeah. Okay. Ooh. So Fairy Tail is back. Um, don't know anything about Fairy Tail. It's a magical world where, of course, there's magic, dragons, stuff like that, and there are wizards. Based like most people are like have magic and are in like guilds and whatnot. And this follows the Fairy Tail Guild. And the Fairy Tail Guild has Natsu, Lucy, Wendy, I guess Urza, and Gray, and then Hoppy, and all of them. But anyways, this is going to be a continuation of the like ending of Fairy Tail. This is the 100-year quest, which in Fairy Tail we did hear about the 100-year quests. They are quests that are supposed to take 100 years. So only the highest of the high, like S rank, like guild members can actually take these. And I think it's fair to say that Natsu, Lucy, and all of them are probably the top ranked ones of the guild. But yeah, so they are going to be going on the 100-year quest. 100-year quest is a mission so challenging and hazardous that it remains unaccomplished for over a century. Oh, never mind. It's not a quest that it has remained unaccomplished for over a century. Sorry, I messed that up. But while countless mages have attempted to take on the grueling objective, the results ended in either overwhelming defeat or worse. So, all the people I was talking to there are going to be embarking on the quest, and a year after Fairy Tail Guild has overcome the forces of Acnologia and Zeref. So, this is a year after the events that happened in the last of Fairy Tail season. So they go to the North Continent. Their employer for the quest receive a nearly impossible mission to steal away the 5 dragon gods, a group of to seal away the 5 dragon gods, a group of individuals of vast power. Okay, and then a spirited new member named Toka is a recruit. I don't see how that new character is probably going to be like in the 100-year quest. This are new and all, but yeah. And then they encounter a new dark guild named Diabolos, and with the newest recruit, a Fairy Tail revealing her true colors. Yeah, but it looks like it's going to be pretty good. I'm excited for the 100-year quest. I liked Fairy Tail quite a bit whenever I was in high school. I watched it then. But I'm excited to see more Fairy Tail and stuff like that. It's going to come out July 7th. Yeah. So that's a rundown of Fairy Tail. I know a lot of people, like, it's kind of has... A lot of people don't like it. But I like it. I like it. I have good memories with it. Okay, next we have Suicide Squad Isekai. So, if you watched the Suicide Squad movies or read the comics or anything like that, you know about the Suicide Squad. Like Harley Quinn, Shark Guy, all the other stuff, Peacekeeper, everything like that. But anyways, they are going to be transferred to an isekai world. They're going to be isekai'd to a fantasy world. So the head of Argus has assembled a group of notorious criminals for a mission. So Harley Quinn, Deadshot, Peacemaker, Clayface, King Shark. These villains are going to another realm through a gate that connects their world to swords, magic, and orcs, rampage, dragons, and whatnot. Isekai. So Harley Quinn and others go berserk after arriving in the world, and they're captured by Kingdom soldiers and sent to prison. And they have 72 hours before the bombs implanted in their necks, kind of like the Suicide Squad movies, explode. So they negotiate with the Queen, blah, blah, blah. If they run, they die. If they lose, they die. So they just have to keep going. So this is going to be the DC villain Suicide Squad that we remember inside a fantasy world. So I think it's going to look pretty good. And if you are into like Hololive and VTubers and stuff like that, then you'll probably know the person that does the main theme song. So if you look right there about, there have Calliope Mori there doing the theme song performance and lyrics. So pretty neat. Whenever I heard that, I was very excited. But yeah, we have all those characters there. Joker is also going to be in it, of course. But yeah, it's going to be out July 6th. I'm excited to watch it. I heard it came out like, well, I heard it was coming out like a few months ago, and I was excited. So yeah, look forward to that. We'll go over some of these other ones. Our Last Crusade, or The Rise of the New World, Season 2. I didn't watch the first season. I don't really know anything about it. If you're interested in it, it comes out July 11th. Yeah, this one here, I didn't think with Days with My Stepsister. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be interested in that. But guy gets a new stepsister after his dad remarries. She's the beauty of the school. They promise each other not to be too close and not too opposing. Yeah, I don't know. Their relationship progresses from strangers to friends as the days pass. One day lead to... Oh, this story is a story that may one day lead to love. What's with these shows and stepsisters, I swear. No, I'm not going to be watching that. There's also a Nier Automata one that's coming. Part 2 of the version 1.1a. Ooh, okay. So that, and then we have this one here. Okay, this one is very interesting. And it's one that I am very excited for. So, it's a comedy. Shika Noko Kashi Tantan. I hope that is somewhat similar to what it is. There is no English name here for it. But I watched it. It's hilarious. There is a deer girl that goes on doing like rampages and stuff. It looks hilarious. But no one knows that Torako used to be a delinquent. All of her classmates only know her as a perfect student. But everything changes when Nokotan, a transfer student with antlers, enters her life. Antlers aren't the only thing strange about her. Her deer nose can sniff out Torako's secret past. Whether at school or the zoo, chaos follows this doe-eyed girl's every step. Yeah, is she a deer, a girl, or something in between? It looks hilarious. Okay, if you want to, just go look at the trailer. I'm not gonna show it on here, but it looks hilarious. Yeah, it comes out July 7th. Have a fairly good cast, it looks like. But yeah, I think it's gonna be hilarious. I think it's gonna be one of my favorites this season. So let's move on. Ooh, okay, so another one I'm looking into. Another isekai. So, no longer allowed in another world. Okay. So, an adventure in another world with cute girls by your side. Video game-like powers. Sounds like an anime fan's dream, right? Yes. Not so for the melancholic author, Osamu Daizai, okay, who would quite literally prefer to drop dead. So he does not like all this stuff, video games and everything. Video games haven't even been invented yet when he gets yanked into another world in 1948. Oh, so it's before video game. Okay. Really, all the fantastical adventures he keeps running into just get in the way of his poetic dream of finding the perfect place to die. No matter how much he risks his hide, everything seems to keep turning out okay. Follow a miserable hero like no other in this cheerful, bleak isekai comedy. This looks hilarious. I feel like if you have a kind of dark sense of humor, you're probably going to enjoy this one here. Yeah, I watched the thing for the trailer. It looked alright. It looks, yeah, it looks fun. So, no longer allowed in another world. It comes out July 9th. Uh, yeah, the cast. There's gonna be an elf. There's gonna be a cat girl. There's gonna be looks like a demon girl. There's probably gonna be like an angel or some sort. I don't know. But yeah. Anyways, that's that. We're gonna skip around a little bit because none of these really look that great to me. Um, okay, Geechee Harem here. What is its English name? Pseudo Harem. This one kind of sounds interesting with its premise. So, a guy just wants to be popular, and to help him realize this dream, this girl, his junior, in the drama club, uses her acting skills to create a harem of loving girls for him. Though these various girls all show fondness toward the guy, the affection of the actress behind them is very real. So they really like the girl. Yeah. Anyways, that kind of looks interesting. I don't know for sure if I don't think I'm gonna watch it, but harem animes are kind of one of my like niche things that I kind of do enjoy. So if I see it looking good, I might watch it. None of the girls really like stand out. Like they don't have that. Like I guess that one girl has orange hair, but the others just have normal hair colors. So possibly pseudo harem has an interesting premise. When did that come out? July 5th. Yeah. Slice of life. Eh. Ooh, okay. So this one looks pretty interesting, and I love the art style for this. So, Atari? Okay. My Dear Moments. So, I'll go over the synopsis first, and I'll tell you what I like about it. So, in the new future, a sudden and unexplained sea rise has left much of human civilization underwater, probably due to climate change. And a boy who lost his mother and his leg in an accident some years earlier returns from a harsh life in the big city to find his old country home half swallowed by the sea. So without a family, all he has left with him is a ship and a submarine. How do you have a ship and submarine? I don't know. It sounds awesome, though. Left him by his oceanologist grandmother. Oh, okay. So the grandmother left him in this ship and submarine. And her debt. Oh, gosh. His only hope to restore the dreams for the future, and he has lost to take up an opportunity presented to him by a suspicious debt collector. They set sail to search for sunken ruins of his grandmother's laboratory to find treasure. Doesn't find riches or jewels, but a strange girl lying asleep in a coffin in the bottom of the sea. So Atiri there, the name of the show, I guess, is the name of the robot. But her appearance and her wealth of emotion... Oh, yeah, her wealth of emotions would fool anyone to thinking she's living. In gratitude for being salvaged, she makes a declaration. I want to fulfill my master's final order. Until I do, I'll be your leg. What? She's gonna be his leg? That's an interesting way to put it. Yeah, a little town being enveloped by the ocean and unforgettable summer is about to begin for this boy and this mysterious robot girl. This actually sounds very interesting. I like the art style for it, and I saw the scene where they're in the submarine. It looks pretty good. I'm also wish I had a ship and a submarine. That'd be wonderful. I like the premise of it. I think it's gonna be cute. Gonna be kind of interesting. It comes out July 14th. So this is going to be a week after most of the other ones come out. So this is going to be a little bit later. Seems pretty cool, though. Seems pretty cool. I like it. That one didn't really look interesting to me. Okay, on to this next one here. Oh, this is the reason why. Okay, Senpai is in Otokonoko. Otokonoko? Okay, Senpai is an Otokonoko. So, a womanly second-year student easily attracts other people's attention. First-year student Saki is no exception. She falls in love with the main character there at first sight. and have a vibrant and vigorous personality. She does not hesitate to confess her feelings for her senior. However, the main character is not a girl, but rather a cross-dressing boy. Okay, so brown hair there is a cross-dressing boy. Okay, and after revealing this well-known secret to Saki, the character expects her to be disgusted, but instead she's captivated by this revelation. He still rejects her, but the girl does not give up. She will become his first love, she says, she declares. So, I don't know, this sounds kind of interesting, okay? It sounds kind of funny, kind of interesting. I thought it would be alright to watch. I don't know for sure if I'll finish it, but I'll definitely give it at least 3 episodes. Comes out July 5th. So, basically, cross-dressing boy, a girl confesses to him, thinking it's a she, and then he's like, I'm a boy, and it's like, well, I still like you. That's basically it. Okay, is this... Why does nobody remember me in this world? Interesting title, I guess. In a time when the great war between 5 rival races for supremacy on Earth ended with humanity's victory, the world suddenly gets overwritten right before the eyes of the boy named Kai. In this rewritten world, Kai witnesses humanity's defeat in the war because the hero Sid's absence. Dragons, demons now rule the land, and Kai himself has become a forgotten existence to all humanity. However, after encountering the mysterious girl Rene, okay, Kai resolves to break free of the rewritten fate. In the world without a hero, he inherits a sword and martial skills of the hero, and challenges the powerful enemy races that dominate the land. So, the world initially goes pretty normal, humanity wins, and then it gets rewritten, and the hero's gone. And so all the other like monstrous races and stuff like rule the world. I can't remember exactly what I thought was interesting. I don't know if the art style was great about this or what it was. But I thought it was good enough to put down as a plan to watch. Comes out July 13th. So again, about a week after most of the other ones. Oh, probably the reason why is because the girls look pretty. That's probably why. Just look at the thumbnail for it there. But yeah, it looks alright. I like kind of fantasy ones, so. This one here, I don't know. It's kind of like a wand and sword Wistoria. It kind of reminds me of the 7 Spellblades that was like a couple seasons ago or something. But with worse art style, and I don't know, like the story, I don't know. The story could be good. But, the main character's dreams of keeping his promise to his childhood friend, becoming, Magi Vander, one of the mightiest magicians who sit atop the Wizard Tower. He is unable to cast even the simplest spells, leaving him to fight monsters without them. He finds himself putting his sword skills to the test against a bullying professor. Yeah, I don't know. The description for that isn't that great either. I don't know. If you want like a magic school kind of one there, I mean, I'd probably go for the 7 Spellblades over this. But I mean, it could be alright. Comes out July 7th. Yeah, these ones weren't really... Oh, wait, this one. This one I was kind of thinking about. Failure Frame. I became the strongest and annihilated everything with low-level spells. It kind of looked alright. It's like on the edge of being alright. So, abruptly catapulted to a fantasy world. Him and his classmates have been summoned by the world's resident goddess to serve as heroes. Luckily, most of the students display amazing skills upon arrival, except for him, whose abilities bottom out at measly E-skill. With no use for him, the goddess banishes him to a dungeon in which no one has ever returned alive. Yet it turns out his skills aren't so much worthless as they are abnormal. abnormally powerful. Even if he can only claw his way back to the surface, nothing will stand in his way from getting revenge. So kind of like an evil goddess, it sounds like. I didn't really read the synopsis initially. But yeah, failure frame, I became the strongest, annihilating everything with low-level spells. Yeah, yeah, I've got that on plan to watch. It kind of looked alright the second look through there. So there's going to be kind of an evil goddess, it seems like. Or maybe not evil as an unfriendly one. Comes out July 5th, so that'll be one of the earlier ones. Yeah, the cast actually looks pretty good, because there's a slime, there's actually a cat person, an elf girl, dark elf girl. I don't know. Looked alright. Looked alright to me. Then again, there's not very many. Here's one that I hope is good, okay? I hope this one's good. I don't know for sure if I'm going to watch it. But, Niji Josu no Wakagimi? This one's like a samurai type one, okay? And the art style for it is great. But I don't know for sure if I'm going to get interested in the story. That's my biggest problem. Because this 8-year-old is the next successor of the, like, whatever it is, shogunate, is a young boy lacking in talent and everything besides hide and seek. And one day, his carefree life is turned upside down when the area is brutally seized power from them. Ending their reign, rescued by a prophetic priest, manages to escape his life. Now he must evade those trying to kill him, while recruiting comrades who can help him restore the shogunate to its former glory. So, I mean, if you like the kind of samurai kind of stuff, it looks like there's probably going to be some sort of, like, possibly magic. I see the fire and stuff. I can't tell if they're casting magic. Let me see. Is it fantasy? I can check there. Adventure comedy. Probably not, then. Probably not magic. It's probably just going to be feudal Japan. That's not as much my style of stuff, but the animation for it does look good. You can tell they do like they're putting a lot of effort into it. That's why I hope it's good. You know what? I'll add it. I'll add it. Okay, I have this thing where if I can look at like a trailer, I can tell if I'm going to like it. And this looks like I'm going to like it. Yeah, so let's go on. Oh, this one was kind of interesting. So, my wife has no emotion. So, initially, okay, just like the sounding of that was kind of like weird. I'm like, what do you mean no emotion? And quite literally means does have a no emotion. Because Takuma, the main character, is a single guy who does nothing but go to work and come home. And is too tired to do chores. He decides to get a robot to cook and keep house, Mina-chan. And she is such a good housekeeper. Takuma jokes about she should become his wife. And Mina takes the joke seriously. And slowly two start to do more things together. And like having picnics outside. And as times go by, Takuma starts to fall for Mina the robot. But can a human and a robot ever have an equal loving relationship? Okay, part of me thinks this is kind of sad. Part of me thinks this is kind of sad because it seems very relatable. I don't know. Just like going to work and coming home and being too tired to do chores and stuff like that. I'm sitting here, I'm like, that I can see that. And then just end up marrying a robot. Like, I don't know. I don't know. The idea of this is kind of interesting. It's supposed to be a comedy, romance, sci-fi. I can see comedy, romance, and I guess sci-fi is the robot aspect, like the futuristic kind of type. I don't know how, like, lifelike the robot is, because really that kind of tells me if I'm going to like it or not. Because if the robot's quite literally a robot, I don't know for sure if I'm going to like it that much. But if it's just like an android kind of thing that kind of has emotions, which I guess it says she has no emotions, but I don't know. It looked interesting. I'm going to watch it. I'll probably watch all of it just to see if it's any good. Was there any? Oh, okay. This one was kind of interesting. Bye Bye Earth. Bye Bye Earth. So a world where basically everyone is animal-like. So everyone has like animal ears or claws, kind of things, stuff like that. Everyone is animal-like. There is one person, our main character, that is born only human and doesn't have any fangs, fur, scales, or whatever. She's called Faceless, and she lives a lonely life because she cannot identify with anyone else. So she goes around on a journey to find her roots, and yeah, I mean, I don't really know how good this is going to be. Part of me wants to see if it's going to be good, but part of me knows I'm not going to love it. Like, I might like it, but I'm not going to love it. I think it's because of the art style. But yeah, it comes out July 12th. So kind of interesting if you just want to see one with tons of like animal people. You might like it. You might like it. Because like look at the characters there. You can look at the character art. Looks like a mermaid, a sheep man, a bunny person, a cat girl. Yeah, I don't know. There's going to be tons of animal people. So you might be interested in it. Then the one that I was really wanting to talk about here is plus-sized elf. Because it is so... It's weird, okay? It's just weird for that premise. I'm alright with it. I'm going to watch it. But it's just it seems weird. Plus-sized elf. I guess it's one of those that like it kind of touches a niche that like doesn't really get touched very much. So, our main character, Noe-kun, okay, is a massage therapist, and is about to head home for the day when he's saddled with a rather strange patient. This lovely lady has emerald eyes, pointy ears, and grew up in the forest. Everything about her screams elf. Except for one thing. Her body. Turns out she left her world, but loves junk food in this one, and now her obsession has caught up with her, and... Can he help this lovable elf girl lose weight and keep it off? Oh, so there's going to be like all these otherworldly beings from fantasy worlds coming here, and they basically love junk food and stuff like that, so they're going to eat a ton, and they gain a lot of weight, and he's going to have to try to help them lose weight. It's an interesting concept. It's an interesting. I don't know anything else that is like this. Like, this is about the only thing I've heard that is like this. So it's going to be interesting to kind of look at. I think the girls are going to be probably pretty. July 7th it comes out. Yeah, I think it'll be interesting, okay? If anything, it's going to be different. Let's look what else is here. Oh yeah, here, this one. The dungeon one. Dungeon people! Okay, so have you ever played like Dungeons & Dragons or something like that, and you think to yourself, well, what happens after you go through the dungeon? Like, you go through, and like if your murder hobos like the people I'm with, everything dies. Everything's dead inside the thing. And I mean, I guess magic might reanimate stuff into skeletons. But what happens to the dungeon afterwards? This is kind of something that you can kind of think of. So, an unexplored dungeon filled with monsters and traps, an expert thief searching for her lost father. When Clay, our character, delves into the dungeon deeper than any adventure has gone, she offered a job by the dungeon's caretaker. So, what I was talking about before, like D&D and whatnot there, what if there's someone that takes care of the dungeons after you leave? Like, what if they clean up all the dead bodies and blood and stuff like that? They move stuff. They put more treasure down and stuff like that. Just taking care of the dungeon. So now our main character there, instead of exploring, Clay must learn how to interview new monsters for the dungeon. Then she also must set traps, position slimes around the dungeon, and will this new career path bring her any closer to finding her father? So basically, you take care of a dungeon. That's all it is. Like, after someone goes through and kills all the monsters, you're like, okay, gotta go find some new recruits and stuff like that. And just gotta, like, fix walls and stuff like that, reset traps, everything like that. I think it's gonna be interesting. Comes out July 6th. The only thing is the art style seems pretty plain. Like, it doesn't seem bad, but it's very plain. But yeah, sounds interesting. It's different. That's what I like. Kind of like plus-sized elf there. This is very different. It's about the only thing I can think of kind of like this. What else do we have? I think we're actually to the end of like the animes. Like, we do have a movie. Yeah. So, ONA. Sorry, not a movie. ONA. So the Monogatari series off and Monster season. I don't know how long this is going to be. Does it say an episode limit? Episodes unknown. We don't really know. And airs July 6th. It's Monogatari. I'm going to watch it just because I've watched all of Monogatari already. Yeah. I'm not going to go over Monogatari because it's kind of weird. The best thing I can say about Monogatari is you have to be a really fast reader to watch Monogatari, or you're going to be pausing the show a lot. And I think I've mentioned this before, but whenever I initially started watching anime, I watched Monogatari. And the subtitles go so fast. And getting used to reading that got me used to reading subtitles. Like, I can read about anything, any show now, just because Monogatari's subtitles. It's not bad. But yeah, I'm going to watch it just because I liked Monogatari. So after graduating from high school, the story of Aragi came to an end. This time, it's truly ended. However, the story of the girls who were saved by him is not over. So it's a prequel or perhaps a sequel to their struggles in youth. What? Is it a prequel or a sequel? I guess we'll see later. But yeah, Monogatari is a pretty good series. Oh, here's a movie. Here's the movie I was thinking of. Okay. So, there's another My Hero Academia movie that's, I'm guessing, takes place after this season. That's happening right now. It almost has to. But the season's still going on right now, season 7. But I'm guessing this takes place right after it. It's the My Hero Academia movie 4, You're Next. The trailer for it actually looked pretty good. I'm excited for this because, like, the last movie I wasn't very excited for. It's kind of eh. This one actually looks very good. I'm excited. And since, like, I was reading the My Hero Academia manga, and I stopped watching because I didn't want to watch the seasons after I already knew what was happening. So I stopped reading the manga. The series is just now getting to a point where I stopped watching. I stopped reading. So everything's new now watching it. So I'm a little bit more happy. But yeah, so there's going to be another My Hero Academia movie. Yeah, that's it. That's it. So, I'll go over the stuff that I'm really excited for. So, I'm really excited for the Oshinoko and Fairy Tail 100-Year Quest, Suicide Squad Isekai. Those are probably my top 3 for this season. Then also that one deer one about the girl there. Looks like it's going to be really good. The one about the Russian girl, it could be interesting. I mean, I don't know. This one here, what was it again? Like, No Longer Allowed in Another World. Looks kind of funny. And this one here, My Dear Moments. Oh, it does look like it's going to be very good. I'm excited for that. The other ones kind of feel like they're going to be just filling a void. Why does that one say it's not? I don't know why it didn't say it was planned. Yeah, I feel like a lot of these are just going to be filling voids. Just extra time. But yeah. Looks like I might be able to settle down a little bit on watching a little bit of anime. Take a little bit more time to watch some other shows. Or there could be other ones that I did not see that you guys might know of. If you guys do know of some other ones here that I might have skipped past, that might be good. Like, I might need to look at the Nier Automata stuff. Or I might need to watch the first season of this one here, like Crusader. Yeah, Our Last Crusade. If there's anything you guys think I should watch, or anything from even last season that I should watch, I mean, just go ahead and add it to the comments or something like that. I'm interested in reading more stuff, or like watching, I guess. But yeah, that looks like the end of the summer 2024 list there. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you found some shows in here that you might not have thought of, or maybe ones that you thought looked good that you're more excited for. I don't know. I'm excited for Oshinoko especially, and Fairy Tail. But yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you guys next time. I guess in the fall 2024 season. So, bye.